Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is April 16, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, we had optic today, just the market bounced back up in a light volume, I should say. Just the 60 million traded for SPY, which is S&P 500 ETF. And we just got a doji bar, narrow body bar here. Market just came down and then up and then just about to finish the doji bar. So is this kind of like a accumulation or another base for another drop, which I believe the second scenario is going to happen, and we're going to see another base here for a day or two, and then we will see drop, and that's going to be kind of like drop a base drop situation is happening. It can go all the way down to 48 to 4900, which is going to be a fantastic, I should say, level for those ones who are just looking for buyback into the market, or kind of like we can see kind of like a capitulation or kind of like a choppiness all the way down here. I'm not seeing that one, but there is going to be a potential scenario to 46 to 4800. So the second scenario is going to be less likely. I believe that we're going to see some kind of like a drop into 48 to 4900, and then we see some kind of like a potential ending diagonal or kind of like a rally to the upside for getting back to a double top or new all-time high. So right now, I should say everyone needs to be patient. Still, geopolitical tensions are there. Still, Israel is kind of like analyzing some kind of like a reaction to Iran's response, and we will see how it goes. All in all, I should say market still is uncertain, and there are lots of, I should say, actions are coming down the road, and we should be careful about this. But usually, second half of April seasonality, we should see some kind of like a bullish action. But when we see this, when March is kind of like a choppy or kind of like a down, for most of the market, March was good month. Not for Nasdaq though. The Nasdaq March was kind of like a choppy. Right now, first half of April was kind of like a downside. So we can see still coming down to 17,000, and also it can go even lower. I should say it can go to 16,000 to 17,000 for Nasdaq, which can give us a great buying opportunity. Right now, I'm still on the side tracking some stocks. I nibble into some names, actually send alert to my subscribers. I'm going to announce one of them today, and just be with me with the entire video. I'm going to just announce the one that I just buy for myself and probably subscribers as well. So stay tuned with me. So Nasdaq is coming down. We got a narrow body bar. So if we see another drop, 17,300, 400, that's going to be the next possible pivot or kind of like a scenario for finding a support. I feel like market can go all the way down to this area, which is going to be a sweet spot for a market. So sweet spot for me is going to be 16,500 to 16,900, almost 7,000. So 17,000 to 16,600, that's going to be the area that I'm just looking at as a kind of like a sweet spot for the market overall. Moving on to, let me just see, moving on to US 30, which is Dow Jones. Here's the chart for Dow. Dow actually reacted better just because it was oversold. If you just see Dow compared to the other ones, Dow kind of like a beaten harder than the other one. It goes below SMA even 100, and it comes back here to this important kind of like a demand area or fake demand area, some people are saying. So that's why we see some initial reaction here with kind of like a green bar today. And I believe that it's not going to be over. We should see some kind of like a reaction all the way to here, especially Dow is kind of like getting gain today because of the United Health. And you know that United Health is one of the Dow component which can boost this one higher. due to good earnings, and also banks actually did very well. So let me bring the chart of United Health here. So you will see that United Health just increased 5.85 to 5.85 percent to the upside. Still a red bar, but just had a fantastic jump today after going below this pivot. So when United Health with this price, as you know, Dow is kind of like a price cap index, is going higher, and it's just reacting to this important demand area as well. So this is the level that I was talking about, and United Health just got into this. Still looking for some kind of like a choppiness down the road, but I should say United Health just to form a good pivot at somewhere around 450. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to the next one, gold had a fantastic move to the upside, just continuation still. Geopolitical tensions actually impacting gold. Momentum still is up, but I believe that when this tension is going to resolve, it can coming down very sharp, very fast to here. So somewhere around 2270 to 2300. So that's going to be the level for gold that I'm just looking at. Moving on to silver, which is another precious metals important one. Silver just showing ending diagonal for a great reversal, I believe. So we got a great doji, kind of like a shooting star. What's a topping tail here? So at a very, very important pivot. Yesterday it goes up, today is coming back down. I believe that if it goes down, we're going to see silver is coming down to 25 to 26 for another great buying opportunity. So stay tuned with me. So silver can go higher if we see some kind of like action for silver. We will let you know. Moving on to crude, which kind of like a negative today. Crude actually doesn't give important feedback for us if geopolitical tensions are going to resolve or not. So it's just consolidating a bullish pattern here. So crude may see another jump. If tensions escalate, it can go still $92. But 92, 91 and change could be kind of like the end of rally for crude, and we can see some kind of like a pullback, kind of like important pullback all the way down to here to 81 to $80. Still, this pattern is bullish though, so we may see some kind of like a pop for crude in a short term. Moving on to individual names, starting with Apple. Actually, not Apple. Let's go to Bitcoin as usual. Bitcoin coming down, still establishing itself below this trend line. I believe that if Bitcoin take out these two important pivots around 60,000, it can go all the way down, sharp sell-off to 50 to 52. Bond yield, another another 1.14% to the upside, which is great move for bond yield, still tackling this 5% area. Treasury is coming down, and Treasury is the one that I just alert for today. And we bought Treasury this important price. I just added to my portfolio. And this is one of the alerts that I sent to my subscribers. I sent it other ones as well, but this is the one that I just add to my portfolio. I had enough position of this. I believe that, let me just share more for those ones who are interested. Actually, the main investment portfolio that I have, which is kind of like 75% of my allocation, or yeah, it's a 6.56% of my current allocation is kind of like a position in TLT. Good level, actually, we bought, and we are kind of like happy for this one as well. There are other names that you can see, but I'm not going to share with you today. A VIX is coming down, as you see. We got a fantastic move, and today it's just coming down, still above 16, which means probably this is going to be silence before another storm. Dixie uptick today, just going all the way up to this important reversal point, which we just saw last time, and it reversed to the downside. Magma indicator just showing a doji bar here, same as Nasdaq. Apple just down today, a big higher and lower shadows. Apple still there is going to be a potential if we take out this one 67.30, which is a last pivot, it can go all the way down to here, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity, and we will accumulate more there. Amazon, just the uptick today, 17 cents, narrow body bar. Meta, the same here. So $1.56 up still. I believe that it can go lower. If it goes below this 480, can fill this gap all the way to 404. Microsoft, narrow body bar rejected with this wide range bar. I believe Microsoft is heading down to 400 level. If it goes below that, that's going to be very valuable. Google, 4 cents downtick today. I know it is green bar, but compared to yesterday close, it's just going down. Netflix, $11 uptick today, and not a bad session, but this is kind of like a bounce. Tesla coming down, sharp sell-off. I just want to mention Tesla in Tesla analysis. So Tesla is coming down, and it obviously goes below this important demand area, which hold for quite time. So right now, this area is not valid anymore. So we need to find out another area. So this is previous pivot, which initiate this sharp rally to the upside. And if you just track it down to here, you will see that there is a demand area, which previous supply with this gap broken to the upside, bowed back. So potentially, this is the gap that we are looking for, and this is the area that we are looking for as well. So I believe that Tesla, it can go lower to this area even down the road. You shouldn't be surprised, and potentially Tesla still is in downtrend, and lots of people are keep an eye on this just because of this pivot. I believe that even if it goes down, this is going to be the gap that can just then have a knee-jerk reaction to the upside. Still looking at this important trend line here. So whenever we get above this, we should see some kind of like good reaction for Tesla. Right now, I should say there is no hope for a bullish momentum, as I said. But today, price action is fun. It was kind of like a fine, but still looking for more downside for Tesla. Semiconductors coming up today, $2.03, still holding up that area. Stocks the same pattern there. Taiwan Semiconductor goes negative 25, 23 cents down. AMD just the uptick today as they just upgraded some financial, I believe that one of the financial institution, they just upgraded, but still looking for some correction for this name. So as you see here from 227, right now it goes 163, and it can go lower. I believe that 130 to 140, that's going to be the level that I'm just looking at. NVIDIA, $14, a $15 uptick today. Not a bad session. Texas Instrument, $1.39 up. Lam Research, 17 cents up. Moving on to financials, which they are in a corrective territory. It can go down, XLF, to $38. KBE, 58 cents down. KRE, 57 cents down. I believe that Bank of America actually took a hit today as well. So JP Morgan coming down as well. So we sold out our JP Morgan, and we are pretty happy because I'm kind of like looking for allocate more in this name, but when it comes down to the right level. Goldman Sachs, $4 down today. Bank of America, $1.33 down. It is hammered. So all banks, actually, Morgan Stanley had a perfect scenario as well. So Wells Fargo coming down as well, not as bad as the other names, but if it goes below this important demand area, which is 55, it can go all the way down to $50. Moving on to GDX, which is gold miners. So gold mines, big cap gold miners, they just show a doji bar here, still looking for some kind of like action going down. We can see some kind of like a choppiness here. GDXJ, this is interesting. This is previous supply area and just reacted 1, 2, 3 times before, and then going down. Later in, I should say, March, early April, we just had a breakout. It's just coming down, And this is kind of like a back test and kind of like a technical reaction to this demand level. Still looking for coming down as well down the road. AEM, nice bullish consolidation here. It was one of those names just forming a positive. Newmont, 32 cents up, down. Still looking for kind of like after corrective move, it can go higher. Watch out this pivot here for Newmont, which is 42.43. Franco Nevada closed positive today, not a bad price action. Gold barric hammered today. Look at that. So gold barric is coming down 16 $1.48, 89 cents down today. The last sector for today, XLE, which is energy, coming down. They are in corrective territory like financials. XOP is coming down as well. Good reaction to this wide range bar, but still, I think it's going to go down as well. OH, the same pattern here. Exxon coming down, Chevron coming down, and Chevron absolutely lagging compared to the other ones. All right. So that was it for today. Still uncertainties in the market. So we should just be careful. I believe that next week or so, we see some kind of like a good kind of like a scenario for some names to add in our portfolio, but we'll see how it goes. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.